All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to go ahead and dive into our presentation for this evening with Valentus. About you all, but I'm tremendously excited to have this moment to connect with all of you. So many amazing things right now are happening with our company. I've been hearing just stories of so many people that are winning in this industry, especially over here within Valentus. A lot of people who've never done anything like this before are absolutely crushing it right now over here. And again, we're just really excited. So I'm going to have the privilege again to dive into what it is that we're doing over here in Valentus. Very briefly, my name is Marcus Brigham. I am excited tremendously to be connected with this company. I've been in the industry now for quite some time, about 13, 14 years. I am a documented six-figure earner with a couple of companies, but I've been looking for that next big thing. I'm a former football player with the Oakland Raiders and New England Patriots, and I can tell you that I am just one of soon to be many former and present professional athletes that will be joining up here within Valentus. So if you're listening to this presentation as of right now, your timing could not be any better. So why are we so excited about Valentus? Well, we have a product called Slim Roast. And Slim Roast is an amazing, awesome coffee that is starting to really gain some buzz and momentum just all around the world. Why? Because coffee is big business. It's the second most traded commodity in the world, just behind water. I love this opportunity, especially from the standpoint that 83% of adults drink coffee. So I did not want to be in the convincing business. I wanted an opportunity that just made simple business sense, that I didn't have to go after what you call the who's who of this industry, but I could just go after everyday people, friends, family, people that love coffee, but are also looking to lose some weight. And I'll share with you why the Slim Roast product we have is absolutely crushing the game. About what we're doing here, I want to talk about major brands that have also jumped into really the coffee space. When you look at Wendy's with the Redhead Roasters, you look at Burger King, whose sales are now up 25% because of coffee. Subway opening their doors early in the morning, you all, not to stuff a foot-long sandwich down our throats. But the bottom line is people want coffee early in the morning. And Subway said, you know what, I might as well participate in this coffee space. But when we pay close attention to the next two, Dunkin' Donuts, you all, I'm absolutely a fanatic about Dunkin' Donuts. In fact, when I played with the Patriots, I used to stop and grab a Dunkin' Donuts cup of coffee every single morning. So I was hooked on their coffee for a long time. And then sure enough, what did they do? They changed their logo from a donut to a cup of coffee. And of course, the rest is history. When you walk down your grocery aisles, it's like Dunkin' Donuts flooded everywhere. But of course, no company has done what we see McDonald's do. The McCafe line, you all, has literally opened up that coffee space and has taken the fast food industry by storm. In fact, McDonald's realized that, hey, if I can take 7 cents of raw material and turn it into a $15 profit, well, maybe my space in this market is not behind chicken nuggets, though they're pretty tasty with the barbecue sauce and all the other dippings they have with it. You know, maybe it's not behind those delicious hot fries or the apple pie or the Big Macs or the milkshakes. You all, they realize, you know what? We need to revamp this thing and turn it into McCafe. And that's what they've done. You all, when you walk into a McDonald's now, jazz music playing in the background, flat screen TVs. They even switched out all their old menu boards and threw up some nice HD menu boards. And it has all this, pictures of all this coffee that's kind of, spilling all over the place and making you just think coffee, coffee, coffee. The entire feel of the mood in the place, low-hanging chandeliers, really earth tone colors. Let me tell you, it's amazing. You walk into a McDonald's, you will likely run into kind of like a small little corporate meeting setting where people actually meet there, have a cup of coffee, and discuss things with their opportunities or the businesses. You all, that's what's happening. And so we've watched them literally change the game. North America is the #1 coffee consuming market in the world. 400 million cups of coffee are enjoyed every single day. I didn't realize this, y'all, but most of us who love coffee, we don't drink a cup of coffee a day. You see, that big old Father's Day, big old mug that your kids gave you, or all the ladies out there, maybe on Mother's Day, your kids bought you that cute little teddy bear and stuffed it in that big old cup of coffee that you always end up filling up every single morning. Well, news flash to all of us here, that's not a cup of coffee, you all. That's anywhere between 2.5 to 3 cups. And you all, we're enjoying it every single day. And so again, being the #1 coffee consuming market, it just makes so much business sense. Now, let's go ahead and put our business cap on because I want to take this a little bit further. Why Valentus? Why the weight loss slim roast concept? Well, here's why. I am a fanatic when it comes to timing. Again, I've made a lot of money in this industry, but I will tell you, when I made the money, it was because I got in at the right time. I've also gotten in this industry where I say, you know what, I want to, where nobody's ever heard of it. And let me tell you something, you all, that was not easy, because I've been with companies where products say, you know, the owner says, hey, we're going to start shipping out products on, you know, the first of the month. The next thing you know, 2 months later, they haven't shipped out products and you've got people waiting on stuff. You all, I didn't want to be a part of that. And so where we are with Valentus, you're early, but you have really missed kind of all the headaches. And so my thing is, let's talk about this. You see, back in 2015, when I first looked at this opportunity, the company did about $80,000 that month. Again, that was a little bit too early for me. But when I went back and reevaluated starting February of this year, you all, the company had boosted its sales to $1 million in a single month. You look at March, $1.4 million. April, $2.1 million in sales. In May, you all, Valentus did $3.4 million in sales. And then, of course, in June, we did $4 million in sales, which told me this: we're shipping products on time. Something must be very unique about the coffee, because there's no way sales are going to increase if the coffee's not doing what they say the coffee is supposed to do. And so for me, you all, I'm going to be honest with you. I had to go ahead and make that business decision. And I'll tell you about that here, what I did in a second. But talking about coffee again, look at what Tim Hortons recently did. You all, $11.4 billion is what it recently sold for. If you don't know that story, go Google it, look it up. I think Tim Horton and a good friend of his who was a police officer in Canada for a couple $1,000s started the franchise, and the rest is absolutely major history. As you see, $11.4 billion. That is crazy. And then my favorite place, I call it $5. Why? Because every single time I walk up in that place with my kids and my wife, we always spend nothing less than $30. Why? Because there's 6 of us total. And my thing is, you all, Starbucks has made it socially acceptable for people to spend that kind of money, $5 or more, and they don't even blink. So again, when we talk about coffee, everybody drinks it around us. Even if you don't drink coffee. In fact, one of the guys who introduced me to this concept was not even a coffee drinker. But I said, well, why in the world are you doing it? He says, hello, Marcus, everybody else around me is coffee drinkers. So for those of you that don't like the taste of coffee, don't worry about you. This is an opportunity for you to get in the coffee space and make some money. So let's talk about the star of the show. Let's talk about this Slim Roast product that I had the privilege of discovering about 60 days ago. You can see, ladies and gentlemen, I was a skeptic. I was talking to a good friend of mine, Mr. Dave Lear, and of course, Miss Jordan, those two who are crushing it right now here within Valentus. You know, they kept sending me text messages, especially Dave. Marcus, you got to try the coffee. Marcus, you got to try the coffee. Man, you would kill this company. Oh, man, you got to do this. You got to try it. So finally, I said, Dave, look, you know I love coffee. Let's go ahead and give me some coffee. So I got some coffee. You all, and I remember I said, I'm going to wait till the morning till I make this cup of coffee. About 7 a.m., I went on ahead, made my cup of coffee. You all, let me just tell you, the first sip, I add a little sugar and cream, but the first sip, it was extremely enjoyable. I said, man, okay, this is actually some pretty good tasting coffee. Well, here's where it got interesting. About 7 minutes into drinking that cup of coffee, I started to notice the difference in my energy level. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I normally takes about 35, 40 minutes before I just kind of get that mental fog off my mind and I can kind of think clearly. You all, it's like clockwork. I mean, immediately that mental fog was lifted. I had energy. I grabbed my car keys, my tennis shoes, you all. I mean, I literally went to the gym. And let me tell you, I had one of the best workouts that I had in a long time. I was on the treadmill for about 90 minutes, burned about 1,400 calories. And let me just tell you this. I got home, I was still energized. I got to work, started doing some stuff on my laptop. I looked up, it was 12 o'clock, you all. I had not eaten anything. And I remember thinking to myself, I have got to eat something because I don't want to faint, right? Even though I wasn't feeling woozy. You also, I forced myself to eat a banana. It wasn't until 5 o'clock that evening I had my first meal. And I remember getting on the phone with Dave and I said, man, I don't know what's in this coffee, but we about to make some money. Because I knew that my experience now matched the experiences that I was reading on the internet. You see, I already went to bestweightlosscoffee.com. If you haven't done that, check it out. www.bestweightlosscoffee.com. I went over there to that website, you all, and I'm just telling you, it was flooded with before and after pictures. I mean, of tons of pictures. I just scroll down before and after of everyday, ordinary people who were just drinking the coffee. People that have said, look, I've been on this coffee for the last week as a coincidence. I'm down 5-6 pounds. That was my story, you all. I didn't finish telling you about that. I had actually dropped 5 pounds my first full week. Here's the thing. I went and started looking. I saw people who had lost 25, 30 pounds over 35, 40 days. You all, there was people that had lost some serious weight. In fact, I'm going to go down and scroll and show you some here. But when we talk about what's in our product, you all, the bottom line is there's no GMO, no pesticides, no chemicals, no preservatives, no artificial sweeteners, no sugar. Let me tell you something. When people talk about this product and what it does for you, it gives you what you need. Now, when we talk about appetite suppressant, that was my experience. I drank this cup of coffee, I noticed I was not hungry. It also helped with reducing my sugar cravings. That's another thing it does for a lot of people as well. It helps with sugar absorption. It burns fat. And I'm going to show you that here in a second. Elevates the mood, promotes mental clariness. Again, the last two are the things I definitely experienced my first cup of coffee. Increases focus. Here's the fun part. You all, my wife, you know, I love this industry, but I have to be honest, my wife is a huge skeptical, okay? She does not drink healthy coffee, healthy tea, healthy lemonade, whatever you want to call it, milkshakes. She don't do any of that kind of stuff. That's just not her. And let me tell you, she ran out of coffee about 2 weeks ago. And I said, sweetie, I know you've tried some of the things I've done in the past. You have got to try this coffee. I don't think that I told her, I said, I think that you actually might like this. So she said, okay, go ahead and make me a cup of coffee. You also, I made her a cup of coffee and I left the room. So, of course, I waited right by her door. And, of course, she started cracking up laughing. So I walked back in the room. I said, what are you laughing at? She says, I'm cracking up laughing because this is actually a pretty good tasting cup of coffee. And I said to myself, my goodness, we are about to make some money. You all, since that moment, my wife now wakes up in the morning. She grabs herself. You know, she still drinks her regular cups of coffee and things like that. But I've watched her now, and she has inserted the Slim Roast into her diet. And one thing I can tell you too, you all, especially over the holidays and how we've been over the last few weeks, we haven't been like very health conscious like we normally are. And my wife got on a scale today and she said, is this scale broken? I said, no, it's fine. She said, wow. She says, I just expected a different result. She says, I'm actually still where I want to be. And I said, well, that's a great thing. And I said, you know, the only difference is you added the coffee to your diet. So she started laughing, but she actually started to think about that. I'm telling you, I already know that's exactly what she's experiencing. So who else is winning? Check out my man here in the blue jeans. Look at his stomach area. I mean, you can see the difference in how it's flattening. Look at the young lady here in the yellow. You can definitely tell the looseness in her shirt. It does a phenomenal job with that belly fat. That's one of the most dangerous areas that people deal with. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of the muffin top, okay? Look at my girl here, Veronica Rogers. Congratulations. She has an amazing story. You all, down 35 pounds. What is she doing? She's drinking that Slim Roast coffee. My man Matthew Leaf, down 55 pounds. What is he doing, y'all? He's drinking the Slim Roast coffee. It's so simple to do. And of course, when you can impact, situations like this, where this young lady was squeezing into her wedding dress and only to months later to get back in it and notice she has dropped all that weight right around that back area, you all. Let me tell you something. This young lady went from just being a coffee drinker to one of the top leaders now because why? She became a product of the product, and because of just ordinary experience with this product, created some amazing results. She said yes, and she's helping others win on this product as well. We're not just a coffee company. If that's all we marketed, we would be perfectly okay. We can take this thing to the moon. But I love the fact, we have really a complete line of nutritional products that work synergistically together to give your body what it needs so that it reaches maximum potential every single day. Number one, let's talk about the Prevail Immune Boost. Why? Because we all have an immune system. It's compromised every single day. Our children are compromised when they go to school, to daycare. We're all in elevators. We're grabbing all sorts of things. We're running into the restrooms and things like that, grabbing doorknobs. We're compromised every single day. The thing I love about this particular product is everybody in your family can take the product. Again, you just pour it into I like to do a bottle of water, shake it up, and there you go. You've got your boost for the day. And this product is flooded with vitamins and minerals. And let me tell you something, that's lacking in a lot of our foods. That's why so many people are really struggling with mineral deficiency. The fact that our foods are not harvested the way they used to. They're sprayed with what they do with the topsoils now with tons of pesticides. And as the insects become more immune to the pesticide, what do? They just spray more. And so we wonder why our foods are nutritionally bankrupt and we're not getting what we need. Well, that's why this Prevail Energy Boost, boldly steps forward to meet the needs of people. The Prevail Energy drink that we have, you all, is phenomenal. This is a major market space. You look at Red Bull, Monster, Starbucks now has their own cooler full of energy drinks. Stars out there now, 5 Hour Energy. You all, those are crash and burns. You're up one moment, then you're back down. I saw some guys the other day walking out 7-Eleven with a Snickers bar and 3 Red Bulls. I'm thinking, my gosh, how long can you do that? You all, what a perfect product for those people. Again, that's a major, major space that we can participate in. We also have what's called our Prevail Trim. Now, the Prevail Trim, you all, is amazing. You drink this product 30 minutes before you eat your big meal, and you all does a great job curbing your appetite. And we actually have what's called the 12 and 24 very quickly. What we've done with this is very slick. Over the next 24 days, we're going to show you how to lose 12 pounds and 12 inches in 24 days. Here is the recipe. This is the formula. You wake up in the morning, you drink a cup of the Slim Roast. Your biggest meal, I tell people most time, is dinner. You're going to have the Prevail Trim 30 minutes before you eat. And lastly, because the body works best when the body's at rest, you're going to go ahead and rip open a pack of the Immune Boost. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what you're going to rest on so that it floods your body throughout the evening. Again, helping to really what I call increase the bioavailability of that particular product, moving throughout your body, and really helping to get your cells and oxygenate your body the way it needs to be. That's what we do. Very simple concept. You take that, you do that 6 days in a row and take Sunday off. Do it another 6 days in a row, Sunday off. Do that for 24 straight days, and your 12 and 24 plan is complete. And I'm telling you right now, grab yourself a notepad, a camera, and a scale, and I also grab yourself a box of Kleenex, because you're going to be crying after you see yourself over the next 24 hours. 24 hours. I wish it worked that fast, but the next 24 days, because of what it's doing for you. So we're winning over there, you all. So let's talk about the money, because when you have products like we have over here, you're going to win. You're definitely going to win. 7 ways that we get paid. Number 1, the retail piece of this. If I could not sell the coffee, there's no way I would have done this, honestly. But because it's such a simple concept, you all, people are absolutely just going stone crazy on this product. Up to 25% that you can make when people go to your retail site. We have people that are selling this coffee, you all, because they're purchasing large. Well, I guess you can call it, we're purchasing, low, but then we're turning around and selling high. That's business. That's what Walmart does. That's what Sam's does. That's what Costco's does. So we have the ability to participate in that space. Now, income areas number 2 and 3. Every time you introduce a brand new business partner in Valentus, you'll earn anywhere between $20 to as much as $200. I'll say that again. Anywhere from $20 to as much as $200 every time you enroll someone. Of course, there's certain things you need to do and criteria in order to get to that place where you're earning $200, but it's simple. We have people getting to that status within their first 24, 48 hours, okay? Now, income areas number 4 and 5 are the heartbeats of our business, the long-term money. We basically, on payday, which is on Thursdays, we take a snapshot of all the volume that you have in what's called your pay side. So you have 2 teams. You have a left team and a right team. Your pay side, you get paid 20%, you all. So if you did $5,000 that week in coffee sales, that would yield you a $1,000 paycheck. So if you completed that over a month's period of time, that's a $4,000 check. You all, what if you did $10,000 that week? That's a $2,000 check. So you can do your own math, 20%. Now, here's the thing. We also pay you a match check, meaning as you bring in people and as they begin to do the exact same thing, you get paid upwards of 20% every single time someone starts moving product down your organization. We show you how that works. You all, you can literally have hundreds of match checks throughout your team, okay? We also have our global bonus pool where you can earn 1%. It's very simple to do. And then our lifestyle/car bonus, you all, here's what you do. Literally, by getting to the diamond rank, you'll start earning a $400 monthly allowance, okay? That's on top of the lucrative compensation plan. So when you start to think about the fact that you can earn upwards of $3,000 per month just for a car bonus or a lifestyle bonus for maintaining your position in the company, it's amazing. So how do you get started with this? It's very simple. It's a $20 business decision, you all. And let me tell you something. We're going to flood you with tons of capture pages, an amazing marketing system that tracks and manages your business for you. People can actually take a tour of one of your nice, beautiful websites, colorful websites that explain the products. It talks about the business opportunity. And literally, it stays in constant conversation and communication with your prospects for you while you're out. It's an automated system, and a lot of people charge big money for this system. You get it with your business. Again, $20 business decision. That's it. You all, I will talk with you about this briefly. I'm looking at my time here, but here's my thing. Every Thursday, your Powerline system is going to compress, which Powerline means that many of you are taking a business tour as I speak. When you go back into your Valentus website, there's a chance that there are people that are already being positioned underneath you. That's a great thing, and it can be a bad thing. The great thing is if you lock in your position, then you don't ever have to worry about what I'm going to tell you next. It's a bad thing when you don't lock in your position and you go back and look and you see that 4 or 5 of those people have disappeared and you're thinking, where do they go? Ladies and gentlemen, they joined the company and they went above you, and now they see you and they're going to be able to leverage you. Here's my thing. If this at all makes any sense, the fact that I said weight loss coffee, you all should have been upgrading at that point. Honestly, I don't even need to talk about this anymore because I showed you all the numbers and your timing. Get locked into the system. It's very simple. Get locked into the system. Here's how you do it. $20 business decision plus either our small or our medium packs or even our large pack. You have to just choose one. Do what's best for you. Get in where you fit in. But let me explain to you really the value behind each one. Number one, as you see there, option one, $59.95. You can purchase any one of those boxes of the products that I just talked about. Most people come in with a box of the coffee, okay? You can get started there. Now, option 2 and 3 are very unique. You can actually save anywhere between 25 to as much as 35% on your boxes of products. Now, option 2, that's $129. Option 3 is $199 to get started. Our favorite option is option number 4. Why? Because you're basically getting the boxes of product at 20. What is it? No, it's actually doing my math here. It's $32. Hold on, is it? Let me see here, 62. It's $32 per box is what it ends up coming to. You all, that's a crazy savings because you're really, think about it. If you look at option 1, $60 plus 32, that's $28, you all. Unbelievable. So that's why a lot of people are purchasing this pack multiple times because they have so many people. And let me tell you something. Don't send out a text message and tell people that you have weight loss coffee if you don't have this pack ordered. I'm going to be honest with you because here's what's going to happen. Those people are going to want to get coffee from you. You're not going to have any. I'm telling you. Honestly, most people are actually pre-selling their boxes of coffee before they even receive it. That's how powerful that combination is with weight loss coffee. It's all up to you. Make a decision how you're going to get into this business. But it's very simple. You all, again, we have tons of training here within our organization. We have everything that we need. We have a company owner that you're going to hear from, sometime very soon. I don't know if he's going to be on our actual corporate call tonight. We have a marketing system that works for you. This thing is growing extremely fast. Tons of help for you over at our website with valentusdreambuilders.com. You want to get plugged into that? I love this quote. It says, whatever you like to do, make it your hobby. But whatever the world likes to do, make it your business. And let me tell you something. I've made this my business. I agree with Warren Buffett. The world loves. You're no longer in the convincing game. The fact of the simplicity of this particular product that you can take that little stick of coffee and it basically becomes your business card. You pique someone's interest. You tell them a little bit about what you do and tell them, hey, I've got weight loss coffee. I'd love for you to try this out. I want to follow up with you, ask you a couple of questions, what you thought about the taste. And then number 2, how did you think it made you feel? You all, and then when you get them to our websites and they can see for themselves the weight loss experience that everybody else is dealing with, let me tell you something right now. They're going to want to be a part of it. I've never seen a situation where more people need to lose weight than right now. We have created our own WOW movement, War on Weight, right here within Valentus. And I can tell you, everybody wants to lose weight. We live in a country, y'all, skinny people want to lose weight. That's just where it is. So we have the greatest opportunity right here in front of us. With that said, you all, go ahead and make yourself a quick cup of coffee and then dive back into this conversation very quickly by joining us here in the next 5 minutes. Our corporate office is getting ready to kick things off. You're going to hear tons of people chiming in, buzzing in from all around the world, just talking about their coffee experience, why they love what's happening right now with Valentus. You're going to be absolutely blown away. And listen to the stories of ordinary people who are winning over here, making some incredible income, and all they're doing is talking about the simplicity of the Slim Roast. This is the company for the average person. It really, really is. Okay. So with that said, you all, that's my time for tonight. I hope that this was very informative. I'm going to tell you this. Get back to the person who invited you to this webinar. Get your questions answered. But more than anything, you all, get yourself upgraded in the system ASAP. All right. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and funnel everybody over to that corporate call, and we'll see you over there. All right. Everyone stay blessed and good night.